Hello, hello. I am doing, sorry, I am all over the place. So, hello and welcome to my stream. I am going to be recording or doing stuff today where I am doing a Sailor Moon drawing that I doodled up earlier. I am currently practicing anatomy, so you guys can watch me do some stuff with that. That is my mermaid drawings. I spent the last hour trying to I spent the last hour trying to figure out how to get my microphone stuff to sound good. We may have to play with that for future streams, but we're just going to work with what we got. Thank you again to Glitter who helped me out with the audio stuff and using Streamlabs. That is currently what I use for my streaming. I know it's not the greatest, but whatever. Okay, we got my beautiful Sailor Moon drawing. Uh, so if anybody joins, welcome. No, we're just gonna vibe here. Um, Trying to think of stuff that I want to talk about. Let's just find random starter questions. I don't know, I'm not really feeling some of these games. I mean, some of these games, some of these talking points. I may just talk about my sketch. Let me create a new layer. Also, tomorrow I do have a new microphone, a new cable thing that should hopefully be able to get me up to 1080p when it comes to streaming and not 720p. Because I would like to up the quality if possible. If anybody joins in, just feel free to say hello. Okay, I have no idea how this is gonna come out, just because I'm like, it's a cute little sketch, and what happened to her bow, bestie? What happened? Did I delete you? Oh, that's what happened. I just deleted the literal purple part of my sketch. Let's lighten you up. I wish there was a way for me to lighten up the whole group. I don't know if that'll ever be a thing with, what do you call this? Also, showing my boyfriend the sketch earlier, and he's like, I think that looks like Sailor Moon, and then just, he's like, quite pale for what it should be. To be fair, just use the random green. Let's see how this line brush is doing. Okay, we're gonna wanna. I like it better when we're wasted. It makes it easier to say, throw all your laundry on the bed. I don't know the rest of the song. I don't know why I'm singing that song. Also, I gotta get into a habit of instead of just taking one eye, drawing it, and then copying it and moving it over, I gotta stop getting in a habit of that. It's making me quite a lazy artist. Yeah, I need to stream a little earlier. It's just the area that I'm streaming in happens to be right next to the kitchen. So you would hear all of my boyfriend's glory of trying to make us dinner. Let's hope this one actually matches the second eye. Looks okay to me. Okay, that's not half bad. I think this is the first time I've actually drawn an eye. Now, yes, I had a guide, but definitely a thing. I know Sailor Moon doesn't have this facial style, but this is what we're just kind of going with. I might end up changing that. Is Sailor Moon's neck exposed like that? Oh, she has a choker. How did I miss that? I drew this whole thing and cross-referenced her stuff a bunch, and she indeed has a choker. Love to know how I missed that one. Is it centered? Oh, it's a little lower. It's like right here instead of like in the middle. I don't know how you're supposed to wear chokers. Does that look like a moon? Is that what her choker looks like? Yeah, whatever, good. I'm not gonna sit here and play technical whatever. Beautiful, pretty, let's go. You know what, let me try to... Does that look right? A layer. Okay, whatever, good enough. Let's merge you down. Well, for if anyone that is watching this in the future or not, is anybody excited? Oh, are you joining me on the chair? Okay. Anybody excited for summer? Summer just kind of technically started. I have a whole bunch of craft tutorials I want to do this summer. It's just I have need to find the time for that. So I will be filming for that soon and doing a whole little craft series for that. Oopsie. That's no bueno. Can I just copy this side? I don't know how to feel about that. That line be looking a little too thick for me. I don't know if I'm gonna make these meet in the middle over here, around here, just because it can be covered by the bow, which we'll talk about the bow later. I should be looking at reference pictures of her right now, but Okay, let's do a new layer for her hair. Oh, here to here. Oh, hello, Glitter. Thank you again. I gave you a shout out at the start of my stream. Disregard, I'm still on an artist journey learning how to draw. Nothing compared to Odin, so. Let me know if I have to make any changes to audio. Let me talk about things so you can hear stuff. I don't know what to talk about other than, I guess I'll just keep talking about my Sailor Moon drawing that I am attempting to draw. Should be looking a little wonky, but luckily my boyfriend knows a thing or two about some art stuff, so. You're honestly are coming through loud and clear. Okay, so we don't have to make any changes. We sound good. Or good for now. I might end up moving over to OBS when I'm a little more comfortable with streaming and know what I'm doing. No, wait till we pull out the shark costume and then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Honestly, I may try to get one of those wireless microphones so I can talk while I'm all suited up. Talk. Oh, thank you for the subscribe. Let's talk about a weenie Odin is. Really? She's not a weenie. She's not a weenie. I also have to be careful what I do say about OnlyFans. Let's go! I'm very excited to start that. Actually, I need to do my spin-off YouTube channel for that called OnlyFans so no one else can steal that once I start streaming on that one. Let's go. Actually, Odin had a really cool art idea for my profile picture on OnlyFans, which was like a shark with like 6 boobs or something. It was super weird. I'm not even sure where she came up with that, but I thought it was funny. Oops. But you don't have to stay for the whole stream. I just needed your expertise on what do you call it? What are we about the whole audio stuff? Because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no, she's here! No! No! Did you share my stream with her? Hi! What do you mean? Always gonna support the homies. Well, I appreciate that. I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming tonight just because I do got work in the morning, work duties. But I had a couple people I spoke with yesterday that they were asking me about uh if I was streaming, and I guess it was maybe a little late, but it's fine. Whether they join in or not. But I appreciate it. I'll need more of the support when I start streaming as in my OnlyFans stuff. Whatever you want to call that. This is my Sailor Moon picture I drew earlier. I'm doing line art right now, so it's more for Odin, who I guess this is the first time she's seeing that. Crying. It's my expensive one that we use for filming your stuff on it's that heavy one. Um, it's the what is the model of it? I keep pronouncing it wrong. Um, I didn't realize I could stream with this camera. It's the Sony. Uh, Hold up, give me a second. It's the Sony Alpha 7 IV or Mark IV. It's not $6,000. The camera base is like 2,400, and the lens I was using for filming your stuff was 1,800. And then the microphone that I used for not this, but the other microphone was like 300. But this was accumulated over time, and I was gifted my lens. So most of it was I was able to afford it. Everything was, like I said, through a gift or through a bonus I got at work. That's how I got my camera base. But the lens I'm using now was a pretty cheap one compared to my $1,800 one. But yeah, I love this lens. I'm actually getting, so right now it's recording in 720p, which I'm a little sad about. But I have a cable coming in tomorrow that will be, hopefully I'll be able to stream in 1080p. Is I think it can do 4K, but I think it's like 15 frames per second, and nobody wants to see a 15 frames per second stream. At least I'm not sure if that's a thing people watch. Also, we had gone to the gaming convention this weekend. This is more for glitter, the DreamHack, and we found out that there's a whole subcategory. Might come off and record. Huh? Oh yeah, go for it. Kind of expensive too. Not as expensive as my camera setup. uh, but yeah, so back to the whole streamer thing. We can see you twitching. Thank you. So I guess there's a subcategory of what they call IRL streamers where they just stream their whole lives. And I'm not talking about like, oh, I went to DreamHack and I'm filming just bits and pieces of it. It is people that stream their whole life. They literally have backpacks they take with them everywhere. And I've been telling people about it at my job, and we've just been making fun of those people. So if anyone is watching from the future, I sorry, but it's stupid. My boss was wondering if it's more sad that you're recording everything you do, or if it's the people that are watching you that is more sad. And I think the people that are watching at home, the watching the IRL streamers, I think is a bit more sad. But those are my opinions. Please don't get me. And yeah, you're more than welcome to record off my stuff. Pretty much. Pretty much. I thought I was a bit of a hypocrite because I do vlogging myself too. Like I vlogged us going over to DreamHack, and it's just more clips than just, being on camera 24 hours a day. I heard that there are people that literally do like a 24-hour stream where they're like sleeping and doing all this other stuff. It is crazy. So I was like, the more you find, the more you know. Oh, shoot. What? No. Uh, yeah, but like find it interesting. Yeah, like my original thought when it came to the what do you call it? The whole IRL streaming, I was like, do these people take their cameras with them to work? Uh, I'm actually using an iPad to do the stuff. I'm using an art program called Procreate. I used to have a Wacom back in the day, like a decade ago, when I was trying to do art and then fell through. But theirs isn't really streaming their whole. I had a critique for a while. They're so. Yes, yes, that's a very good brand. Let me see. No, no gaming and IRL are different in the sense that you're streaming and if you're out. No, I did hear that there are people that do stream themselves like 24 hours a day. It was a That's not what I heard from the one guy that Connor from DreamHack was telling us. There was one guy I was talking to there that he's had like 40,000 things on Twitch or whatever, and he says that him and his crew do like 24 hours or as much as they can. If you're just streaming events, that makes sense to me, but there are those people. Yeah. Apparently him and his crew, it's strange. But to be fair, I've never heard of it until now. I don't even know who he spoke with. Forgot that dude's name. Yeah. I was like, alright, you do you, my dude. But yeah, my question was is do these people like take their streams with them to work? But honestly, it's just that they're probably just what do you call it? It People are obviously supporting them through Twitch and giving them money or whatever, so obviously it's how they're making money. So yes, now we have a joke that our shops out at my company that we're gonna start IRL streaming for them. Oh, thank you for the subscribes. Odin/Swan. I hate how wonky this looks on stream. I'm trying to figure out how to get the ratio right. I was telling my boyfriend about it, and he's like, we'll figure it out another day. But yeah, you guys are more than welcome to stay. Oh, I have a third viewer. Hello, third viewer. You guys aren't sharing this like with the whole Discord, are you? Um, I mean, it's fine if you guys are too. No, 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 not not today. Maybe another day. I know that I'll have the support from you guys. Not tonight. I'm still very new to this whole streaming thing. I feel very weird trying to make conversation because most of the time I just cut out the clips of where there's silence and I'm like, do I keep talking or so? Let me get past that and then we'll talk. I mean, I will be sharing a couple videos from my secondary YouTube channel of the vlogs from WeebCon once I get that edited. Shoot. Her hair is not looking right. I'll figure that out another day. Luckily, that's on a whole other layer. Hey, and you want to show me how to draw? That's what it's called. That's what it's called. It's here in Irving, Texas, which is right near Dallas, and it is called WeebCon. We went there for I think the Saturday version of the convention, which was I would say it's a lot of fun. I hope we're able to go back next year. Which I did find some conventions that I think that are happening in like the fall that I might be looking at going to. So Odin, I'll let you know if you feel like joining us. Us being me and Brenton, I don't know who else is gonna join me. I don't know how to do her little arm ruffle thing, so I will do that later. I really need to be looking at reference pictures. You should have seen the headache I went through trying to. She's trying to get me to fly down for DreamHack next year. Yes, we would love that. I know that we were also talking about us maybe going up to where you are, maybe trying to find a convention up there. I can probably take off a couple days for that, so if there's anything cool your way, we can look at that as well. But I know that Odin has some trips planned for next year, so we'll see how next year's looking, but I'm down. How about we attempt this bow? I've never been to a con, so I can look and see. Ooh, yes. I would love for us to do a repo cosplay. We can always some. That works too. That works as well. I don't know what's between where we are, but works for me. Um, copy. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Oops. I don't know how straight that looks. Not at all. Not at all. Oh. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that looks, I think, a little more symmetrical. I don't know what happened before. Um, Oopsie. Yesterday I was playing Would You Rather, and I think the one that stuck with me the most that made me laugh was Would you rather, what was it? Would you rather sneeze, what was it? Would you rather sneeze glitter or cry confetti? And I'm like, well, if you hate everybody, I would probably say sneeze glitter, but for less mess of a cleanup, uh, I would say confetti personally. It's like once you have, I think a friend of mine compared, uh, compared having like, once glitter touches you, it's kind of like herpes or whatever, it doesn't go away. Sneeze glitter, well, duh, for you, glitter bomb. I'm not supposed to do that. We can play fun Would You Rather. Let me see what I can find. We have some conversation starters, so I'm not so quiet. Also, what game are you playing? Hi, you can call me Sam if you want to. Hello, Sam. Welcome to the stream. We're just chilling over here while I'm trying to draw Sailor Moon, and we're about to start playing Would You Rather if you feel like joining in. Suck that one. Christ. Oh, hello. Thank you. I'm right now on an artist journey learning how to draw, so this is my Sailor Moon, and unfortunately the camera's making it a little more squished than what it should be. Rather night. um um over here googling things. Um oh, these are no fun. Oh. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Oh, we have four people now. Let me see. This one's kind of a basic one, but would you guys rather live in the future or live in the past? I don't know if I'd rather live in the past is kind of cool, but I don't know what time period. If I were to like live in the past, it'd probably be like the Victorian times that had some pretty cool fashion, but pretty sure the death rates were were pretty out there. Oh, thank you, Dancer Sam, for the subscribe. Um, Not 100% sure how long the stream's gonna go, just because I do have to get up a little early. That looks center-ish. Future? Yeah, future would be fun. Don't know. I don't know if I'd rather live in. It's like in the future, if we got to like wear those big like poofy ball gown dresses, I would love to wear those. I just can't wear them out in public because you'll get a bunch of weird looks. So when I get married, someone remind me to wear a big puffy ball gown dress. Nope, we're down to 3 viewers. That is a-okay. Oh, so sorry that the stream's a little later than it was yesterday. We were trying to figure out how to do some technical stuff with the microphone. Imagine the future. Oh, yes. That is a very good depiction of. So imagine the future. It's like the Umbrella Academy. I only saw the first couple episodes of the Umbrella Academy, but from what I do remember, yeah. There's some cool sci-fi things in there. There was one dude that I think that got like stuck in time or something. Forgot what his deal was. But he was played by, I don't know, or maybe he didn't age, or it was something weird there. It's on Netflix, right? What does Sailor Moon look like? Her little brooch. Okay, so circles a little more center. Yeah, I'll have to give it a watch. Probably sit down and binge watch it one of these days. I've been getting that recommendation lately from work, so I get it. Let's find another one. Would you rather have feet for hands or hands for feet? Eh. I would rather have hands for feet, I think. Do monkeys have that? Monkeys have hands for feet? Hands for feet. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Monkey feet. Apparently that's a shoe brand. Yeah, they kind of have like hands for feet, sorta. Hands for feet. Yeah, I feel like it would be more convenient. I don't know who would want feet for hands unless you're just, I don't know, unless you're gonna walk on all fours, I guess. Um, Man, these are no fun. I feel like the ones from yesterday were kind of fun. Would you rather sweat melted cheese or always smell skunk? Ooh. Would you rather have smelly smelly feet, hands? I feel that. Would you rather have hands for ears or feet for forehead? Hands for ears. I feel like they would be kind of cool looking. Oh, but would you be able to hear out of those ears if you have hands here? Yeah, same. I can be a walking bull air nacho. No. Oh, so you wouldn't be able to hear? Oh, well, that sucks. It's okay. We can do sign language with our ear hands. But yeah, me too with the whole sweated melted cheese or sweat melted cheese. I had a picture of Sailor Moon. I don't know if I'd eat it off myself if I were to sweat melted cheese, but I do love cheese a lot, so like a lot. Oh, I did say that was in the middle. Ooh, that looked bad. Mm. Oh, does anyone have any favorite shows or anime out there or any show recommendations? Like Umbrella Academy, I'm adding that to my watch show list. I think that looks a little better. I also didn't realize what the delay was from me talking with you guys uh to I guess the chat coming through. So pardon me if I'm a little silent while I'm waiting for stuff to come on through. Belle, it's an anime on HBO. Oh, I've seen this one. I've seen clips of it and it looks really good. You'll definitely have to give this a movie a watch. You said it was on HBO. Um, HBO Max. I do have HBO Max, so definitely that'll be on there. Man, I think this is the most I've had. I don't see a mod sword. Is there a way to make somebody a mod? Mute me or you're lying. Yeah, I just started, I think this is like my third day this week I've been streaming, so this is the most we've had. I started streaming on Monday. I think I streamed twice with an intermission for me to go eat dinner and nothing. Then yesterday I had a couple of gals, which Brandon on here, she was one of our lovely people that joined yesterday, along with a friend of hers, and then today I got a couple of my friends that joined in. So this is fun. This is the most engagement I've had. It is nice to have people to talk to. I don't know who the other two people are that are just kind of lurking there, but hello, anyways. God, this looks awful. Um, that's because it's supposed to look like it's tied up front. We are here to distract you from doing art. Thank you. How does that look in comparison to the rest of her? Hold up. Um, I may lower this a little bit. Oh, oops. Well, a show I'm about to finish up personally is a show that I've been watching on Hulu. We Ponyo's another one. I've actually not seen that one. I think that's a Studio Ghibli film. Ghibli. Oh, okay. Noted. I gotta see what anime's out on HBO. They've had some pretty good stuff in the mix. I also have Crunchyroll too that I do like to watch some stuff on. Oh, and if you have any critiques on what I'm doing in terms of art, please let me know. I've had Brenton fill in for some stuff with advice. Originally, she was suffering from tiny hand syndrome earlier, so we had to enlarge her hands to make them look more handy. Most of right now. So originally I've been like studying different parts of drawing and it's I started with the head and then started working with the eye shape. Um I started with uh I'm just kind of working out backwards. Yeah, it's just because of the brush that I'm using. It's called the Studio Pen and I'm using that. I added some stuff up with the stabilization to make it more stabilized so it's not like this other one that I use for my. Oh, that's smooth too. Never mind. Do you have any suggestions for horror games? I don't, or do you have any horror game suggestions? I don't play a lot of horror games. I don't know if Repo counts as a horror game, but that's one that I've been playing with some of my friends on here. I don't think we've played that in a good couple weeks, but that's a fun one. There is another one that I like to play called Phasmophobia. That one's like a ghost hunting game. I don't know if that one requires to be only multiplayer or what do you call it? Or if you can do single player mode, but that one's a fun one. Let me think of any other horror games I've played recently. we spoke about FNAF yesterday. That was one that I grew up playing. I know you guys mentioned Poppy Playtime. I think that counts as horror. I have not played that personally, except past the first chapter. Oops, that's not the brush I want. Which one have you heard of? Was it the Poppy Playtime? I know. Was it your friend that mentioned that yesterday? Somebody was talking about Poppy Playtime. I feel like she's not as busty as this. Yeah, Phasmophobia. That one's a fun one. I, uh, I, they have a VR version or where you can plug in your headset and you can do VR with it, and it's very spooky. I think I played it for 2 seconds and then stopped playing it, but we might be giving that game a shot. Where I think one of my friends wants to get on VR, while the rest of us just do regular like flat screen play. So I would avoid doing it on a on VR. Honestly, I don't even know how popular VR is these days. I feel like everyone just got one back in like during the pandemic and then hasn't done anything with it since. Not that I'm calling myself out. Um, Debating if I call it a night. Um, just because I do have to get up early. I think I am probably going to end the stream for today, but I'll be back on tomorrow to do more streaming art stuff. So hope that is cool. I know this one wasn't as long as yesterday's, but we also started a little later due to technical difficulties. So thank you again for everyone that joined the live today. Glitter and Odin, I appreciate you coming, joining here. Me too. I really hope that VR would come back. It's did your thing disappear? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what happened. I saw your thing about VR, but I do wish that VR did make a comeback. But yeah, just want to say thank you for everyone that hopped on today. I appreciate the support from my two friends and then my lovely viewer from yesterday. And that'll be it for tonight. So you guys have a good